Hello everyone, my name is Diane and I would like to invite you to a chair yoga class today. Now chair yoga is for anyone. We will be using a chair today, so try and find one preferably that doesn't have any arms on it. Keep it someplace where it won't slip, either on a yoga mat or you can put it on some carpeting. Make sure you don't use the kind of chair that you use in your office at the desk, because that will roll too much. We're also going to be using a block today, and the block, if you don't have it, don't worry about it. You can use a rolled up beach towel, or you can use a large book. The other thing we're going to use today is a strap, and this is another prop that we use in yoga. And if you don't have a strap, don't worry about it. You can use a necktie, or you can use some of those tension bands that you get sometimes if you go to physical therapy, or you can even use a large scarf. Whatever you have around the house. Any of these items that I have here today, you can purchase them at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, online at Amazon or Walmart, and they all cost under about $10. The most important thing we need to have today, however, is our water. So make sure you have some water today because we want to stay hydrated. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to put the block in front of us and put our feet on top of it. And that's so we have 90 degrees angle with our hips and our knees. We want to sit up nice and straight. I'm going to go ahead and go to the side so you can see how nice and straight I am. In yoga, we try to elongate our spines. Pretend like there's a puppeteer string or a string of pearls holding you up nice and tall. So we're going to start off our class today with some breathing techniques. And in yoga, we try to match our breath with our movement. So go ahead and put your right hand on your tummy, your left hand above your heart. You're going to take a nice big inhale in through your nose. Feel the breath coming up from your tummy to your ribs, to your lungs, and we're going to exhale back out of our nose. In yoga, we inhale and we exhale through our nose. And again, big beautiful breath up through your tummy, through your ribs, through your lungs, exhaling back out through your nose. We'll be sitting here for about 5 minutes doing our breathing. This helps to center your body and to bring you into present. So again, big beautiful breath in from your tummy to your ribs, to your lungs, exhaling back out through your nose. And this is called three-part breath. We have a lot of different breathing techniques that we use in yoga, but this one you can really feel the breath coming up from your tummy to your ribs, to your lungs, exhaling back out through your nose. And continue with your breathing. There's a couple of things I'd like to remind you of today, and that is to please listen to your body. It's very important to listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, please do not do it, or do a modification. You'll also hear me say asana a lot today, and what asana is in yoga is just a posture or a position. So I'll be calling a posture or a position an asana. And again, continue bringing that beautiful breath in from your tummy to your ribs, to your lungs, exhaling back out through your nose. Now, some people like to sit as they're doing their breathing and maybe think of an intention for their class today, but you don't have to do it if you don't want to. An intention is a word or a mantra that resonates with you. So if you don't want to do a mantra, maybe just think of one thing to be grateful for today. And again, bring that beautiful breath in from your tummy to your ribs, to your lungs, exhaling back out through your nose. We inhale and exhale through our nose in yoga. This helps to keep the moisture in the sinus cavities and in the nose cavity. And again, inhaling in from your tummy to your ribs, to your lungs, exhaling back out through your nose. We will be matching a lot of our movements today with our breathing. So you will hear me say inhale and exhale a lot today. So just quiet yourself, listen to the breath, and center your body. It's hard sometimes to get all that monkey chatter out of our brain. So don't worry about what you did this morning. Don't worry about what you have to do this afternoon or this evening. Just come into the present and get in tune with your body and your breath and your spirit. And again, big beautiful breath up from your tummy to your ribs, to your lungs, exhaling back out through your nose. Very nice class. Go ahead and bring your hands back down to the side of you, palms of the hands facing towards me. This is called your mountain pose. This is a variation on the mountain pose. You can do this sitting and standing. Relax those shoulders back, so bring them up and back. And You might hear some snap, crackle, and pops like I have in my shoulders this morning. And then bring them forward. And again, back to mountain pose. Let's go ahead and raise our hands all the way up to the sky, floating them up. Hands back down to heart center, exhaling out. And again, big, beautiful breath up to the sky as you shine your heart to the sun. Hands back down to heart center. And again, big, beautiful breath up. Take your time with this. We go very slow with yoga. We don't rush anything. And then bringing your hands back down to heart center as you exhale out and you ground yourself down to the earth. Go ahead and put your right hand on your right knee, your left on your left. In our yoga class today, we're going to start from the top of our head and work ourselves all the way down to our feet. So starting with our head, we're going to do some rotations with our head. So very gently now, just take your right ear to your right shoulder. You're going to take your left hand out to the side, palm of the hand facing towards me, and just turn that hand backwards and forwards. This gives a little mobility into that shoulder area. Very good. And then bring your head back to neutral, front center, left hand on the left knee. Let's float our head up to the sky, inhaling up. And then very gently start bringing your head down, chin to chest, turning your gaze down to the floor. And feel that nice stretch in the back of your neck. And bringing your head back to neutral, you're going to very gently now take your left ear to your left shoulder. Bringing that right hand out to the side, palm of the hand facing towards me. And start twisting that hand to the right and to the left. Twisting it back and forth. Good. And then bringing your head back to neutral. Bring that right hand on your right knee. Float your head up to the sky again. This time we're going to stick our tongue out and try to touch the top of our head, or top of our nose. And this starts to stretch some of the muscles in the neck area. And go ahead and put your tongue back in your mouth, and then you're going to blink, blink, blink your eyes. So as you blink your eyes, this is very good to do, especially if you've been on the computer a lot or reading some books or playing cards. So just blink your eyes as much as you can. This activates the synovial fluid that's in the eye socket and brings moisture into that eye area. So blink, blink, blink those eyes. Very gently now, you're going to bring your chin down to your head, turning your gaze down to the floor or down to your toes. So whenever we do any movements with our head, we go very slowly. We carry 7 to 10 pounds in our head, and we're going to be very careful. Bringing your head back up to neutral. You're going to very gently now take your right ear to your right shoulder, and then just rotate your head over to the right and over to the left. Now we're not going to go all the way around. This is just a half little sway back and forth with our head. As I said before, be very careful when you do anything with the neck area. Very gently rotate your head back and forth. Bringing your head back up to neutral. Let's go ahead and gaze up to the sky again. And we're going to take the back of the palms of our hands and give ourselves a little neck brushing on our neck. Give yourself a little neck brushing on your neck. Palms of the hands are actually touching that neck area, giving yourself a little neck brushing. Put your hands back down on your knees. Float your head up to the sky again. Taking a nice big inhale up. And then start to exhaling out as we bring our chin down to our chest. We're going to take our hands to the back of our neck and give ourselves a nice little massage on the back of our neck. We carry a lot of tension in our neck area. The body's kind of shaped like a pyramid, and a lot of the tension is up in that neck area. So go ahead and just massage that neck area a little bit. Very good, everybody. We're trying to warm up the body before we start going into all of our different asanas today. And then go ahead and bring your head back up to neutral. You're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to bring both of your hands up to the sky. You're going to take your left hand to the right knee, and your right hand's going behind you. And very gently turn your body over to your right shoulder. So you're looking over your right shoulder. The left hand is across the right knee. You can either put your hand on the back of the chair, or you can hold the back of the chair, or put your hand on your hip, whatever feels good for your practice today. This is called a spinal twist that we're doing. So we're just turning ourselves all the way over to our right shoulder, looking over that right shoulder. Take some inhales and exhales at your own pace. Remember, we're inhaling and exhaling through our nose. Coming back to front and center, bring both of your hands up to the sky. You're going to cross your hands and put your opposite hands on the opposite knee. So you have your right hand on your left knee, your left hand on your right, and then just bend yourself slightly forward. looking down towards the floor. Take a couple of inhales and exhales while you're here. And coming back up again, your arms are still crossed, and bring them up to the sky. And then we're going to rotate our body over to the left. Right hand goes on the left thigh. Your left hand can either go behind the chair, the lower part of the chair, or put it on your hip, whatever feels good for you. Again, keep your gaze over to the left side of your body. Take some inhales and exhales at your own pace. Very gently now, turn back to center. Bring your arms up to the sky. We're going to cross our hands, put them on opposite knees, and then bend yourself forward. Now you're bending from the hip area, from your hip hinging forward. So make sure you bend all the way over. If this is too deep of a bend for you, then please don't bend over as low. Coming back up again, raise both of your hands up to the sky again, reach for the sky. Left hand goes to the right knee. Right hand comes behind you. You're looking over your right shoulder. Take some inhales and exhales. Now you might hear some snap, crackle, and pops in that back area. It's just that your back is just aligning itself. Don't let that startle you. And continue with your inhales and your exhales. Remember, with yoga, we go very slow with any of our movements in yoga. And again, bring both of your hands up to the sky again. You're going to cross your hands, bring your hands to opposite knees, bend yourself forward. You're bending from that hip area. Coming back up again. Take a big inhale up. Go ahead and raise your hands to the sky. You're taking that right hand to the left thigh. Left hand goes behind you. You're looking over your left shoulder. So make sure you're turning your head all the way to the left. Now keep those shoulders down. Don't bring the shoulders up. I see a couple shoulders going up, so keep your shoulders down. As we say in yoga, we're shining our heart to the sun. Another inhale and exhale at your own pace. Bring both of your hands up to the sky again. Go ahead and cross them, grabbing opposite knees and bringing yourself all the way forward. Exhaling back out. And coming back up again, bring your hands up to the sky. Turn yourself to the right. Left hand comes over that right thigh. Right hand comes behind you. Again, hold the bottom of the chair. Put your hand on your hip or put your hand behind the chair. I gave you 3 modifications, so do whatever feels good for your body today. You're looking again over that right shoulder. Turning your head all the way over. Keep those shoulders down and back, everybody. Very nice. And coming back front and center, take another nice big inhale up. Crossing your hands, bringing your hands over opposite knees, and bringing yourself all the way down, exhaling back out. Coming back up again, both hands go up to the sky. Turn your body to the left. Right hand comes on the left thigh. Left hand is behind you. You're looking over your left shoulder again. Turn your head all the way over the left. Relax those shoulders down, everybody. Take some inhales and exhales at your own pace. Remember, this is your class, so please listen to your body. And bringing yourself back to neutral, front and center. Arms go all the way up to the sky, crossing your hands again, and bending yourself forward. Very good, everybody. Go ahead and rotate those shoulders back again. So when we do this, we activate the synovial fluid that's in our shoulders and keep that area lubricated and moist. And then bring them forward. So the shoulders are coming up and down and forward with them. Very good, everybody. You can go ahead and kick your block underneath the chair if you would like. And if you would like to get some water, please take a sip of water. Anytime during the class that you need some water, please help yourself to some water. Go ahead and let's walk our legs out a little bit. And then pretend up we're climbing up the stairs or climbing up a mountain. Let's get that blood circulating. We're going to go down to what is called our child's pose. And child's pose in yoga is a resting pose. So bring your feet out to the side a little bit. We're going to bend our elbows and bring ourselves over the top of our thighs. And then you're just going to bring your head down and take some inhales and exhales at your own pace. You can rotate your head back and forth or bring it up and down. Or if you have any issues with your heart or with your eyes, please keep your head above your heart. This is called the child's pose. When this is done in a yoga class, you're actually on your knees and your hands are behind you or in front of you, but we're doing a modification of it today. So anytime during the class, if you feel a little fatigued, just go right down to your child's pose. Take some inhales and exhales at your own pace. Go ahead and put your right hand on your right thigh, your left on your left. Bring yourself up nice and straight and strong. Go ahead and walk your feet together. Now in yoga, we have something that is called sun salutations or sun salutes, and it's done in all yoga classes. You can either do it sitting or standing. So for today, we're going to do it sitting. If you do have some issues with your heart or with your eyes, you might want to put the block in front of you so you don't have to bend all the way down to the mat. So sitting up nice and tall in mountain pose. Remember, the palms of the hands are facing towards me. You're going to float your hands up to the sky, inhaling up. Bringing your hands back down to heart center. You're going to hip hinge forward, and then you're going to float your hands out to the side as you swan dive down to your forward fold. Now, if you have any heart issues, just put your hands on top of the block, either way is best for you. Or if you have any issues with your eyes, make sure you keep your head above your heart. If you don't have any issues with any parts of your body, just go ahead and drop your hands all the way down to the mat. This is called your forward fold. Now you're going to slide your hands in front of your shins, stopping just below your knee. So I'm going to go to the side so you see how my back looks, because your back's going to be kind of like an angle. This is called your half fold here. And then bringing your hands back down to the mat or down to the block. You're going to push off of your feet and bring yourself up nice and slow. Hands go all the way up to the sky, and then bringing your hands back down to heart center. I'm going to come right around to the front again. So remember to go at your own pace and listen to your body. Let's do that again. This is called your sun salutations. Palms of the hands are facing towards me. Mountain pose in Sanskrit, which is the language of yoga, is called Tadasana. So if you'd like to say Tadasana, there everybody, you learned a little bit of Sanskrit today. Let's go ahead and fold our hands all the way up to the sky, shining our heart to the sun. Hands come back down to heart center. Now you're going to hip hinge forward from your hip. Arms go out to the side. You're going to swan dive down to your forward fold. Either go all the way down to the mat or go down to the block, whatever's in your practice today. Exhaling back out, you're going to slide your hands back in front of your shins, straight back. Your hands are just below your shins. Then you're going to slide your hands back down to the mat or down to the block. You're pushing from your feet and you're bringing yourself up nice and straight and strong. Beautiful, everybody. Float your hands up to the sky, inhaling up and exhaling back out as we ground ourselves down to the earth. And one more time, bringing your hands to mountain pose. Floating your hands up to the sky again, inhaling up. Hands back down to heart center, exhaling out. We're going to hip hinge forward. Exhaling out as you bring your arms out to the side. You're going to swan dive down to your forward fold, hanging like a rag doll. You can also put your fingertips underneath your toes if you want. That's called the gorilla pose. Or just leave them on the mat, or keep your hands on your block. Slide your hands in front of your shins. Take a nice big inhale up. This is your half fold that we're doing. Again, I'm going to go to the side so you can see how it looks. As you can see, my back is nice and straight. You're kind of like an angle. And then back down to the mat or to the block and push from your feet, bringing yourself up nice and straight and strong. Hands all the way up to the sky. I'm going to come forward again, inhaling up, and hands back down to heart center. Very nice, everybody. Go ahead and put the block under your chair. We're going to go ahead and stand up now. So let's go ahead and get up and let's do our little yoga dance, everybody. So just shake it out, walk around your chair, kick your legs out a little bit. If you notice, children walk up on their tippy toes. So get up on your tippy toes, everybody. Good. Walk around a little bit. So the next thing we're going to do today is some of the certain asanas that they have in yoga called Warrior 1, 2, and 3. So for today, we're going to do Warrior 1. So you're going to put your right foot forward, but you might want to get your chair so you can have better alignment. So take your chair, and you're going to align your hips to the back of the chair. You're going to step back with that right foot. You're going to bend that left foot. Now, as you bend that left foot, look down to see that you can still see your big toe. So your hips are facing towards the chair. You're bending that left leg. Your right leg is behind you. Go ahead and take one hand up and then take the other hand up. If you need to hold on to the chair, please hold on to the chair. That's why we call it chair yoga. This is your Warrior 1. Take some inhales and exhales. I'm going to come forward so you can kind of see what I'm doing. This is your Warrior 1. Palms of the hands are facing each other. Hold it there a second. Take a couple of inhales and exhales at your own pace. Very nice class. You look nice and strong today. Bringing your arms out to cactus or to goddess. So this is our cactus or our goddess asana. Your fingertips are wide apart. We call that starfishing when we bring our fingertips wide apart. And we're going to bring our elbows together and the palms of our hands together in front of us. And then bring them back out again. So as we're doing this, we're inhaling and we're exhaling. So go ahead and inhale and exhale at your own pace. And we're just moving our hands, or excuse me, our arms nice and slow. Now, if you can't get your elbows to touch, bring your elbows a little bit higher over the chest area, or bring them a little bit lower, whatever feels best for you. But we have our hands in what we call goddess or cactus, and our fingertips are starfished. Keep on inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. We are in our warrior one stance or a warrior one asana. So nice, slow, even movement with these arms. And this helps to strengthen that back area. And if we bring our arms out like this, really try and pull those shoulder blades behind you. We want to try and open up that chest area. Or as we say in yoga, bloom our heart to the sun. And back together again. Now we're going to pull our hands behind us and pull our hands back and down. I'm going to go to the side so you can see me a little bit better. So we're pulling our shoulders down and back. Look up to the sky, everybody. This is very good also for opening up that chest area. This is called your humble warrior. We're going to bend forward just a little bit and then come back up again. Good. Now we're going to do next what's called the chair pose. So stay in your warrior one. Drop your hands alongside of you. You're going to give yourself some momentum with those hands. You're going to push off of that right foot, and I will meet you in chair. This is our chair pose. In other yoga classes, they call this a squat, but this is a very good all-around asana to do to help strengthen up your quadriceps and your glutes, and most importantly for the knees. So a lot of the asanas we're doing today is to help to strengthen our knees. So go ahead and stay in your chair pose, and we're going to do what's called the floating chair now. So go ahead and float your hands up to the sky, bringing your hands back down to heart center, and bring yourself to chair. Now with the chair, I'm going to show to the side. Our knees are bent, slightly bent. Our feet are like a number 11 in front of us, and the knees should be in a straight line. Sometimes that right or that left knee might try to pop out. So try to keep them all in a straight line. Your knees should be a little bit back behind your toes. So look down to see if you have good alignment, and bringing your hands back up to chair. And again, take a nice big inhale up as you float your hands up to the sky, exhaling back out. And float your hands alongside of you. This is called your floating chair that we're doing. And again, nice big beautiful breath up, straighten your legs, arms go up to the sky, and bringing your hands back down again, and bringing them alongside of you, and let's hold our chair. So as we bring our hands alongside of us, we're taking a big inhale up. As we bring ourselves back down, we're exhaling out, and inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. And again, nice big beautiful breath up, and hands back down to heart center, exhaling out, and hold your chair. This is very good. If you start feeling a little bit of heat in those thigh areas or quadriceps, this is a very good asana to do. You can even do it sitting on the chair if you don't want to be doing it standing. Let's stand up nice and straight and tall again. Float your hands up to the sky, inhaling up, and hands back down to heart center. And again, big beautiful breath up. Exhaling back out, grounding yourself to the earth. And one more time, big beautiful breath up, shining your heart to the sun and bringing your hands back down. Let's do our warrior one now to the other side. So go ahead and move the chair. We want to get our alignment first. Again, make sure that your hips are facing towards the chair. We're going to step back now with that left foot, and we're going to bend that right leg. Again, look down to see that you can still see your big toe. Make sure that you're facing the chair. Arms go up to warrior one. Again, if you need to hold on to the chair, please hold on to the chair. There's nothing wrong with holding on to that chair. That's why we call it chair yoga. Bring both of your hands up. Hold it there a second. Take a couple of inhales and exhales. I'm going to go ahead and come forward a little bit so you can see me a little better. So holding your warrior one, we're going to bring our hands out to cactus or to goddess. Remember to starfish those fingers. Your right leg is bent, your left leg is straight. Bring the palms of the hands together and your elbows together. This is a very slow movement. As we bring our arms out, really pinch those shoulder blades behind you. And as you bring them forward, you're exhaling back out. And a nice big inhale, pinch those shoulder blades behind you. Really show your heart to the sun. And bring them together again. Again, if you can't get your hands or your elbows to meet, bring them a little bit higher over your chest or a little bit lower, whatever feels good for you. If you're having any issues with your shoulders, you can go ahead and just put your hands on your shoulders like this, or you can do it this way if you'd like. So this is another option that I'm giving you, a modification. You can put your hands on your shoulders. So if your arms are getting a little bit fatigued, please use those other modifications that I just showed you. And again, hands together, and back out again, and hands together again, and back out again. Very nice. Class, you look great today. Very nice. So this is your Warrior One asana, and our hands are in cactus or in goddess, and our fingertips are starfished out, so open as wide as you can. And again, just continue with your inhaling and exhaling. Now this next time we're going to bring our hands behind us and grab our wrist and grab our hands, pulling our shoulders down and back. I'm going to go to the side so you can see me. Pulling your shoulders down and back. Look up to the sky. Take a couple of inhales and exhales at your own pace. If you need to hold on to the chair, please hold on to the chair. We want to be safe in our class today. Go ahead and bend forward just a little bit. You can also hold on to the chair if you need to. That's called your humble warrior. And coming back up again. Very good. Now we're going to bring our hands alongside of us, and we're going to kick off of that left foot, and I will meet you in chair. So remember with our chair pose, you look down to see that your feet are like a number 11. I'm going to come forward so you can see me. Our feet are like a number 11, and our knees are in the same straight line. Come back a little bit on those knees so you can still see your toes. As I told you before, in other exercise classes, they used to call this a squat. In yoga, we call it the chair. And again, putting your hands up to the sky, inhaling up. Hands back down to heart center. And swing your hands from outside of you. And then hold your chair. This is called your floating chair that we're doing. And again, hands all the way up to the sky, inhaling up. And hands back down to heart center, exhaling out. Float your hands alongside of you. And then hold your chair. Very good. Those thighs and those quadriceps should be warming up quite a bit now, everybody. They might be even talking to you. But the quadriceps are very important to keep them nice and strong when you think about all the times that you get in and out of a car or pick up your pets or pick up children or grandkids. You need to keep these quadriceps or these quads nice and strong. And again, nice big beautiful breath up and hands back down to heart center. And again, nice big beautiful breath up. And hands to heart center. And one more time, let's do our floating chair. Floating the hands up to the sky, inhaling up. And hands back down to heart center. And let's hold our chair. Very nice class. Standing up nice and tall, let's go ahead and rotate those shoulders back. And rotate those shoulders forward. Now in yoga, you'll hear people say a lot, or you'll hear me say, grounding your feet to the four corners of the mat. And by that we mean is you really, really want to get your foundation, which is getting your feet all the way grounded to the floor. So let's just go ahead and wiggle your feet a little bit, open up your toes, fan your toes open a little bit, and try and find your balance there a little bit on the mat or on the floor. Now we're going to go ahead and pick up our little toe, our toes in between, and then our big toe, and then put our right heel down and then the left heel down. And really push your feet down into the mat or to the floor. And this is called grounding your feet to the four, or rooting your feet to the four corners of the mat. Let's do that again. Fan your toes out, get some movement into those toes, good. Crunch them up a little bit and let them go. And then little toe down, toes in between, big toe. Pick up that right heel and put it down, and then pick up the left heel and put it down. And really push those feet down into the mat. This is what gives you the foundation to be able to stand up nice and tall. Now we're just gonna kind of micro bend our knees a little bit. So by micro bending, I mean just to bend them just a little bit. We don't wanna lock the knees in. Bring your feet out a little bit wider. We're going to just do some rotations with our hips. So when I'm doing this rotation with my hip, I like to visualize I'm like 7 years old or 12 years old, and I've got a hula hoop. Y'all remember the hula hoops, don't you? We're gonna rotate that hula hoop all the way around. But keep those knees bent. So you can see my knees are a little bit bent. That's called micro bending them. That protects your lower back area. So keep those knees bent. And rotate those hips around a little bit. Get some mobility into that hip area. The hip area too has a lot to do with having good knees. So let's keep that hip area nice and flexible. Standing up nice and straight. Go ahead and rotate those shoulders back. And then rotate them forward. Put your hands on your hips again. Let's micro bend those knees. So bend them just a little bit. And then we're going to rotate the opposite way. So again, visualize that you've got a hula hoop on your hips and we're getting that hula hoop going. Round and round we go with it. Good. Keep those knees bent. This has helped to bring some mobility into that hip area. Very good, everybody. Very good. So we're going to do some lunges now. So I'm going to give you some modifications with the lunges. You can either put your foot up on the chair, or you can put it on the block, or you can put it on the floor. So either on the chair, on the block, or on the floor, whatever modification works best for your body today. So if you put your foot up on the chair, we're going to hold onto the chair. With our right hand, we have our right foot on the chair. We're going to lunge forward. Put your left hand on your hip, and then you're going to come back up again. Now when you lunge forward, don't go over like this. Remember what I told you about yoga? We keep our back nice and straight. So come up nice and straight and lunge forward. You should feel a nice stretch on the back of the hamstring and the calf. The hamstring is right up here. And we're lunging forward. Again, keep yourself up, heads up. Don't bring your head down like this. Everybody stand up nice and straight. I see some people hunched over. Stay nice and straight with your lunges. You can do the lunges on the chair, or like I said, you can do it on the block, or you can do it on the floor. There's 3 options. Whatever works well for your practice today. Make sure that you're holding onto the chair no matter where you have your leg. We're going to go ahead now and take that left hand over to our right knee, and then we're going to turn ourselves over to the right. So you're looking over your right shoulder. You can hold onto the chair or put your hand on your hip. Just turn yourself all the way to the right. Very good. Coming back to neutral, front and center. Let's walk those legs out a little bit. And let's go to the other side. So again, with these lunges, I gave you 3 options. You can either put it on the chair, you can put it on the block, or you can put it on the floor. Either way you can lunge. Floor, block, or chair. Take your time and see which one works best for you. If it doesn't work on the chair, then bring it down to the block or on top of your blanket. But please hold on to the chair. We're going to lunge forward. Again, you should feel a nice stretch in the back of that hamstring and in your calf. Again, keep your body up nice and straight. No hunching over like this. I see a couple people hunching over. Stand up nice and straight, everybody. There you go. You look great. Very nice, class. And lunge forward. Take your time with this. So you're inhaling and you're exhaling. Take a nice big breath and then exhale it out as you lunge forward. And a nice big breath up and exhaling it again. It's a very slow rocking movement that you're doing here. If there's any discomfort, then please bring your foot down to the block or to the floor, or walk your legs out a little bit. In yoga, we don't like to have any pain or discomfort. We bring ourselves just to the edge in yoga. When something starts hurting, then we stop or do another modification of it. So this is your lunges that we're doing. We do a lot of lunges in a yoga practice. We're going to take that right hand now over to the left thigh or the left knee and turn your body all the way over to the left. So look over your left shoulder and take a couple of inhales and exhales at your own pace. And bringing yourself back to neutral, front and center. Go ahead and take that leg off. And let's walk those legs out a little bit. I bet there's some muscles there you haven't used for a while, right? Your muscles might be talking to you. So let's walk it out a little bit, everybody. Go ahead and walk it out. Let's get up on your tippy toes and walk around again. Walk all the way around. Very good, everybody. So the next asana we're going to do is called Warrior 2. So with Warrior 2, face towards me, you're going to take your right leg all the way out to the side, point the toe all the way to the side. You're going to bend that. If you want to, you can also hold on to the side of the chair and do this. You want to hold on to the chair. You're bending that right knee, your right hand's coming out. You're taking your left foot. The left foot is facing forward towards me. Let me get a bit closer so you can see me. So your left foot is forward, the right leg is out to the side, you're bringing your arms up to warrior two. Now you can bend as low as you want, or you can bend not at all, depending what your knee is telling you today. So go ahead and do your warrior two. You're looking out over your right finger. Look over your right finger, everybody, and give yourself a nice big smile and thank yourself for showing up today. Next thing we're gonna do is reverse warrior. So you're bringing that right hand up. You're looking up to that right hand, or you can look under your arm, whatever feels good for you. This is your reverse warrior. And now we're gonna go to side angle. We're gonna put that right hand on top of the right thigh, and then bring that left hand up, nice and gently. You can either look up at the hand or look down at the floor, whatever feels good for your neck today. This is your warrior two. We are in side angle. Bring both of your hands back up, and I will meet you in mountain pose. Let's go ahead and take a nice big inhale up, and hands back down to heart center. And again, nice big beautiful breath up. Inhaling up and exhaling back out. And again, big beautiful breath up as you shine your heart to the sun, and bringing your hands back down to heart center as you ground yourself to the earth. Let's do our warrior two now to the left. So the left arm is coming out to the side. Your left foot is pointing towards that arm. Your right foot is forward facing towards me. And then you bring both of your arms up. Again, you can bend as low as you want or not bend at all. Remember, this is your class, so please listen to your body. We are in warrior two. We're going to do reverse warrior. So you turn up the palm of that left hand. You're going to bring it all the way up. And then you're going to look up at that hand. The right hand comes down the right leg. Hold it here a second. And we're going to do our side angle now. So that left hand is coming on top of the left thigh. And then you're going to float that right hand up. And look under the arm or look up at the hand, whatever feels good for your neck today. This is your warrior two. And we're doing our side angle. Bring both of your hands back to warrior two. And I will meet you in mountain pose. Go ahead and rotate those shoulders back and rotate them forward. Very nice, class. So that was your warrior one and two. And warrior three is very easy asana to do. Hold on to the side of your chair. You're going to go ahead and step back and raise that left foot behind you. Now it doesn't have to go any higher than your hip. Holding onto your chair. Both hands will come in front of you. Hold onto the chair if you need to. This is your warrior three. Hold it there a second. Look forward. Your gaze is down towards the floor. That's called your drishti point or your focal point. Walk your legs out. Let's go to the other side. So in warrior three, you almost look like an airplane taking off. Go ahead now and put that right foot back. Bring your arms in front of you. Hold onto the chair if you need to, please. That's why we call it chair yoga. Your focal point is going down to the floor. You can point that toe and you can raise it if you want. Don't go any higher than hip level. This is your warrior three. Hold it there a second. Very good, everybody. So there's another asana called airplane. So it's kind of like a warrior three. So you're going to step back with that left foot. You bring your arms in front of you. As you start lifting that foot up, your arms are going to go behind you. Again, you can also hold onto the chair if you want to. So this is called airplane. So kind of visualize you're like an airplane taking off. The palms of the hands are facing up to the sky. Again, you can hold onto the chair if you want to. Your foot is behind you. This is your airplane. Pull those shoulders back. Very good, everybody. Let's go to the other side now. And go ahead and point that right foot behind you. Go ahead and slightly bend that left foot. Arms are behind you. Hold onto the chair if you need to. This is how it looks. Got the leg behind you. This is your airplane pose or asana. Very good, everybody. Let's walk it out a little bit. Go ahead and take some water, please. It's very important to stay hydrated, so that's why I bring my water and take a break whenever I need to. Let's do some more balancing. Take a block. Put the block in front of you. You're going to put your right foot on top of that block. And what you're going to do, holding onto the chair, you're going to step up on that block and then just let that left leg kind of slightly swing back and forth. Very, very gently. Very gently. And then step off of that block. We're going to bring our arms out to the side and we're going to just kind of float them like a flamingo or a crane. If If I have any men in the class today, they can be the Karate Kids. Hold on to the chair if you need to. You're going to very gently raise that foot up. Don't go any higher than hip level. Now this time your focus point or your drishti point is going to be up. So look at something up on the wall, a picture or a clock. Hold it a second and then bring that foot back down again. And again, let's get our hands ready to fly away. Hold on to the chair if you need it. Get your drishti point or your focal point. No higher than hip level with that foot. I'm going to go to the side a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. There you go. Good. Hold it a second. Get your gaze up. Take a couple of inhales and exhales at your own pace. This is called your crane or your flamingo. And bring it back down again. Take a nice big inhale up. Get those arms ready to fly away. And again, hold on to the chair if needed. Bring your arms up. And the leg goes no higher than hip level. And get your focal point or your drishti point so you're looking up at something on the wall or looking at a tree outside. Hold it a second. Very nice, everybody. Very nice. Walk your legs out a little bit. Let's go to the opposite side now. Go ahead and put the block down. You're going to step up on that block, all the way up on the block, and then let that right leg just dangle. And swing it back and forth a little bit. This kind of relieves some of the tension that's in the hip area. That's why we're doing this, so just relax a little bit. Good. Come back down again. Walk out your legs a little bit. You're going to put that left foot now on top of the block. Get your arms ready to fly away. And like I said, be a crane or be a flamingo. Or my men can be the Karate Kids. Hold on to the chair if you need it. You're going to very gently bring that leg up, no higher than hip level. Point the toes down. So if you look at how a crane or a flamingo is, they always have their little toes pointed down. Again, turn your gaze so you're looking up at something at the clock, or a tree, or a butterfly outside, or a beautiful picture that you have in your home. Hold it there a second, and then bring your arms and your legs down. And again, let's get the movement going. Our floating arms. Good. Take a nice big inhale up as you raise that left foot up, no higher than hip level. Turn your gaze and your drishti point up. Find something on the wall that you're looking at. And this is your focal point. This will help you to balance better. Hold on to the chair if needed, or if you want to try to let go, go ahead and let go. And again, bring those arms down and those legs down. And let's go ahead and fly away someplace fun. And bring those legs up again. Take your focal point or your drishti point so you're looking up. And this is your crane or your flamingo. You look beautiful, everybody. Very nice class. You look great today. Walk your legs out a little bit. You can go ahead now and put the block underneath your chair. And let's go ahead and sit down. So we did a lot of the basics today in yoga. We did our sun salutations, and we did our warrior 1, 2, and 3. So when people say, well, chair yoga is not real yoga, yes, it is real yoga. We just do modifications. Let's go ahead and walk our legs out a little bit. And walk those legs out a little bit. And let's go ahead and climb up that mountain or go up those stairs. And get those hips up. And again, walk your feet out a little bit. Holding on to your chair, we're going to do some strengthening for our quads. So just go ahead and raise that right foot up a little bit. I'm going to go to the side a little bit so you can see me a little better. And hold it there a second, and then point and flex those toes. Remember to sit up nice and straight. Don't hunch over, everybody. Push those shoulders back. Hold on to the chair if you need to. And point and flex that right foot. And you'll start feeling some strength or some twitching in that quadricep area. It means we haven't used those muscles for a while. Bring the foot down, walk your feet out a little bit. And let's go ahead and raise that left foot up. Point and flex the foot, sitting up nice and straight, everybody. Hold on to the chair if you need to. The leg doesn't have to go very high. It can stay below the hip area. You don't have to lift it way high. Just keep it where it's comfortable for you. And point and flex that toe a little bit. Good. Coming in the front, let's go ahead and walk our legs out again. Let's go ahead and raise that right leg and bring it down, and then the left leg. So just go ahead and rotate the legs up and down, up and down. Go slow. Remember, we don't go fast in yoga, we go slow. So just go ahead and raise those legs up. The next asana we're going to do is called alternate spinal balance. So sitting up nice and tall, you're going to take your right leg up and your left arm up. I'm going to go to the side so you can see me a little better. And then you're going to do opposite, right hand, left leg. And again, take a nice big inhale up as you take your left arm up and your right leg up. And again, right hand up, left leg up. This is called alternating spinal balance. When you do this in a yoga class on the floor, the foot actually goes behind you because you're on all fours. But we're doing a modification of it here on the chair. So we're alternating opposite arms and opposite legs. We got the cadence going yet, everybody? So we have left hand, right leg, and now we have, go slow, right hand, left leg. There we go. Everybody in sync now? There you go. We look great, everybody. Keep it up. Now this next time we do it, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our leg up and our arm up. Then we're going to bend the elbow and bend the knee and bring our head chin to chest. And then come up again and take a nice big inhale up. And then right hand, left leg. We're going to bend the right elbow, bend the left knee, chin to chest. And then take a nice big inhale up. And sitting up nice and straight. And again, left hand, right leg. So we're doing alternating spinal balance, but we're doing a variation of it. We're going to bend our elbow and bend our knee, chin to chest. You're going to start feeling this in your core area, and you're going to start feeling it on your quadriceps. Right hand, left leg, bend the elbow of the right arm, bend the knee of the left. Hold it a second. Now you can bend your head down, but when you come up nice and straight, sit up nice and tall. Take a nice big inhale and exhale through your nose. Oh, that feels good. And again, left hand, right leg, out straight. Then we're going to bend them, chin to chest, looking down towards the floor. Then coming up nice and straight again. Take a nice big inhale up and exhale it out. And again, right hand, left leg. This is called alternating spinal balance that we're doing. Go ahead and take the right elbow and bend it, and bend that left knee. Head down, chin to chest. Then sitting up nice and tall, take a nice big inhale and exhale. Very good, everybody. And again, left hand, right leg. We're going to bend the left elbow, right knee, chin to chest. Hold it a second. And then sitting up nice and tall, take a nice big inhale and exhale. We should be building up a little heat here. And right hand, left leg, we're going to bend the elbow of the right arm, bend the knee of the left, chin to chest, and sitting up nice and straight and tall. Bring yourself to the front. Let's go to our child's pose. So bring your feet out to the side a little bit. We're going to bend our elbows over the top of our thighs and take some inhales and exhales. Again, with child's pose, this is your resting pose. This is accepted in all yoga classes. Whenever you feel fatigued, you just go right to your child's pose. You can bend your head up and down, shake it back and forth. Just take some nice inhales and exhales at your own pace. This is your child's pose. Take your time, everybody. Don't rush it, please. Put your right hand on your right thigh, your left on your left. Very nice, class. Go ahead now and take your block in front of you. This next asana is called the butterfly or the cobbler's pose, or in Sanskrit, which is the language of yoga, this is called Baddha Konasana. So everybody say Baddha Konasana. Very good. You're going to take your feet on top of the block and you're going to put your bottoms of your feet together. Now, if it's uncomfortable for you to do this, either do it on the floor if you want, or don't put your legs so far apart. This helps to open up that hip area. You're going to put the palms of your hands on your thighs and put a little pressure on those thighs. Don't put anything on the knee. Remember, nothing goes on the knee. I see a couple hands on the knees, so take them off the knees, please. So when you're doing this in a yoga class on the mat, you're actually sitting on the floor and you're bringing your legs out to the side. So just put a little pressure on those thighs and pull them out again. Sitting up nice and tall again, take a nice big inhale and an exhale. And again, put a little pressure on those thighs, pulling them out a little bit. Give them a little massage there, pull them out. This is called your butterfly or your cobbler's pose that we're doing. Try and get now your feet a little bit closer together. So try to get the heels together and the bottom of the pads of the feet together. Maybe get your two big toes to touch. And again, put a little pressure on those thighs, sitting up nice and tall, everybody. Don't bend over. This is called your butterfly pose, or in Sanskrit it's called Baddha Konasana. Go ahead now and take the palms of your hands and close your legs very slowly, and then go ahead and kick that block underneath the chair and walk your legs out again. And let's give a little love to our knees today. So in circular motions, let's just go ahead and rub our knees a little bit. So this is very good to do in the mornings when you wake up and your knees are a little cranky. Sometimes when we have damp weather, I know my knees get a little cranky, and then rub it the other way. So let's give a little love to those knees and massage them just a little bit. Very good, everybody. And take your thumbs and just massage down the side of the knees a little bit and all around the knee a little bit. Be gentle with the knees, very gentle. Go ahead and take your fist now, and we're going to give a little massage up and down our thighs, all the way around. Let's go to the other side. And so this is a great way to wake up the body in the morning. I know we all leap out of bed and get that coffee going or that hot pot of tea. Sometimes I do that too, but try and just, when you jump out of bed, just sit on the side of the bed a second and give yourself a little bit of a self-massage. Good. Let's give a little more massage to our knees. Let's bring our legs out to the side a little bit. We're going to come up on our tippy toes and back down again, and up on our tippy toes again, and back down. Sometimes we forget our feet, and our feet are very important for us. So be nice to your feet, give them a little massage, or get yourself a pedicure, or get some good shoes that you walk around in. And up again. Very nice, everybody. Good. Get those arches up as much as you can. Spread out the toes as you do this. This is very good for the feet. When you're sitting a lot watching TV or on a computer, these are some little exercises you can do to bring some mobility or some energy into your body. Let's go ahead and walk our feet together. We're going to go ahead now and take our feet in front of us, and we're going to bring them up, and we're going to do what's called the bicycle. I'm going to go to the side, and we're just going to pretend like we're riding a bicycle. So ride that bicycle, everybody. Enjoy that beautiful weather we have, and ride that bicycle. You're going to start feeling it on the top of your quadriceps or your thighs. Just ride that bicycle. Riding a bicycle and walking are two of the best exercises you can do for yourself, also with swimming. Come back to neutral again, walk your legs out, and let's go back down to our child's pose. Taking a nice inhale and exhales at your own pace. Coming up again, right hand on your right thigh, left on your left, sitting up nice and tall. Rotate those shoulders back, and rotate those shoulders forward. Very good. Let's bring our knees up again, and we're going to do bicycle again. I'm going to the side so you can see me. So ride that bicycle, everybody. Let's get going. Here we go. Ride that bicycle. Enjoy that fresh air. Be safe when you ride your bicycle. Don't forget to wear your helmet and your knee protection. Good. And ride that bicycle. You should be feeling it at the top of your quads. Let's bring ourselves back and down to child's pose. I don't know about you, but I can really feel it in my quads. Come down to your child's pose, take some more inhales and exhales at your own pace. While you're down there, go ahead and grab your strap. We're going to take the strap and put it underneath that right foot, holding onto the strap with both of your hands. You're going to bring your knee into your chest and back out again. I'm just going to the side so you can see me. Bending your knee, bending your elbow, straight arms, straight legs. And then bend it again. This next time you're going to take the strap in your right hand and you're going to swing that leg out to the side. Now as you swing it out to the side, make sure the heel is down on the floor. Don't put the heel up, put it down on the floor. We're opening up the hip area here. We're going to go ahead and raise that left hand up. We're going to bend towards that right leg. Make sure that heel is down on the floor, everybody. And again, bend yourself over towards that right leg. And coming back up again. And this next time we're going to bend over, but as we come up, we're going to take our hand in front of us and then follow it all the way to the left shoulder. Pick up the thumb so you can use that for your focal point. And look towards that thumb. Hold it there a second. Take a couple of inhales and exhales at your own pace. Good. Bring yourself back to neutral. Release the strap from the bottom of your leg. Go ahead and walk your feet out a little bit. And let's go ahead now and put the strap underneath that left foot. Holding onto the strap with both of your hands. I'm going to go to the side so you can see me. You're bending your elbows and bending your knees. And then bringing your legs out straight and your arms out straight. Sitting up nice and tall, everybody. Don't go back like this. I see a couple people going back. Sit up nice and tall. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. And you should be inhaling and exhaling as you do this. This is a very good motion to help you practice your inhaling and your exhaling. Inhaling in and exhaling out. And inhaling in and exhaling out. And inhaling in and exhaling out. Grab the strap now in your left hand. Bring yourself forward. You're going to bring that left leg out to the side. Your right leg is bent. You're sitting up nice and tall. So you're holding onto the strap with your left hand. Your left leg is out. Make sure that that heel is on the floor. I don't want any heels up. Heels down, everybody. There you go. Go ahead and float that right hand up. And you're going to bend it towards the left leg. Again, you can look under your arm or look down to the floor, whatever feels good for your neck today. Coming back up again. And again, float that hand over. And coming back up again. And again, floating that right hand over to the left foot. And this time when you come up, you're going to float that right hand over your right shoulder. Look all the way over to the right. Put the thumb up. So you're looking at the thumb. And you're turning your gaze all the way to the right. Bringing yourself back to center. You're going to go ahead and walk your legs out a little bit. Very good, everybody. Now we're getting ready for the best part of the yoga class, and that is called Savasana. But what we're going to do today in our Savasana, I'm going to teach you a chant or a mantra. So the mantra is called Satanama. S-A-T-T-A-N-A-M-A. And we're going to use our hands. So the hands will be used, I'm going to just show you, I'm going to come forward. We're going to take our thumb to our pointer finger, that's the Sa. Then the next finger is the Ta. And then we have Na, N-A, is the ring finger. And then the pinky finger is Ma. So this is kind of sort of a finger dance that we're doing our mantra. It's called Satanama. They use this a lot in Kundalini Yoga. So let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and take your thumb to your pointer finger, that's Sa. And then the next finger is Ta. Your ring finger is Na. And the pinky finger is Ma. So just do this very quietly. With our Savasana, we will rest here for about 5 minutes or so. And just very gently, just do Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. This does not have anything to do with religion or anything. This is just sort of a chant or a meditation mantra that we do in yoga class. You can keep your hands down like this and do it, or you can keep it on your knees. This is called Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Very quietly say it to yourself. And again, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. And just relax your body. Now with our Savasana, this is a time to take in the appreciation of your class and to rest your body, to thank yourself for showing up, and thank your body for cooperating. So Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Just relax, listen to your breath, and feeling how the breath is connecting with your body. And I will be ringing the singing bowl. And you can hear the beautiful vibrations it brings into the room. Very gently now, start wiggling your feet. Bring some movement into the hip area or your pillows. Go ahead and rotate those shoulders back and rotate those shoulders forward. At the end of our yoga classes, I like to read some words of inspiration to you. So this is what I would like to share with you today. Yoga, an ancient but perfect science, deals with the evolution of humanity. This evolution includes all aspects of one's being, from bodily health to self-realization. Yoga cultivates the ways of maintaining a balanced and positive attitude in day-to-day life. I would like to thank all my beautiful yoganis, which are my women, and all my handsome yogis, which are my men, for for participating in this class today.